The debate exploded over a leaked video from RAF Wethersfield Asylum Center showing troubling behavior that contradicted government claims of control. Malone slammed the authorities, insisting the footage proves the system is collapsing, and attacked Twells for seemingly defending the government. Andy fired back, arguing the video might be selectively edited and accusing Carol of exaggeration, which only made her angrier. Sir Jake Berry defended the government, calling the clip political theater and blaming media sensationalism, but clashed with both Carol and Andy. The studio grew tense as accusations flew in every direction, leaving viewers divided and the discussion combustible. Question: do you believe the asylum plan is genuine reform or political theater?
Did you know over 95% of our viewers aren't subscribed? Subscribing is free and helps us create more great content. Hit subscribe now and join our community.
Go out and commit crimes. How does that make you feel?
It's even worse as well because a lot of them are absconding permanently from the detention centre and just disappearing. And I read in this report today that some of them have disappeared having been tested positive for scabies and tuberculosis, diseases that are under control in this country and which they will now be spreading. And this is just, it's beyond belief that we're allowing our country to, you just used the word invasion before. That's exactly what is happening.
I don't think it is an invasion.
But it is,
I don't think it is an invasion. It's not an invasion.
What
is it?
I don't think it's an invasion. I do not think it's an invasion.
In small communities where 400 young lads come in, that's an invasion.
Your man Nigel Farage says that we need to be careful with the words we use because they could, incite violence. I think we should keep that principle the same when we talk about migrants as we are Farage and his traitor pals.
In a small town near where this RAF station is, and there's 400 young lads drunk and drugged wandering around your town, you would say that.
I think living next to an RAF base, I would imagine. But there are lots of RFM that are often drunk there.
Sorry. I do think, I do like you, mate. I'm very glad that you come on and you put your case forward. Don't get me wrong, but I think comparing brave RAF servicemen and women to drunken, drugged up, potentially sex criminals from.
Everyone's a potential sex criminal, Patrick. The video you saw there, there was what was that a litre bottle between 8 or 9 of them.
Wait, there's loads.
Having a drink. Come on.
Criminality.
Come on.
So smashing up places, everything.
I said that was wrong.
How long?
I said that was wrong.
Willing to make excuses for people.
I'm saying we need to.
Does something bad have to happen, depressing as this is, to someone you know before you take this seriously? Because it is happening to people you don't know. It is happening to people who live in this area. And the big thing that winds me up about all of this is that it's taking, after years and years and years of being told that everything's fine, that there's nothing going on, there's no evidence of criminality increasing in places around these migrant hotels or these migrant bases, it turns out that actually if you look for it, and you have to do a lot of digging and you have to work really hard to find it, and people have to take some serious risks in order to expose it, it is there, and we're just not being told about it.
But it's not there, Patrick. It's not just there. This is being injected to every community up and down England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland. This is a problem everywhere. It's not, there's only a few RAF bases. It's houses and multiple occupations. It's the hotel. And to pick you up and say it's not language you would use to describe this as an invasion.
I wouldn't.
Well, in the last 3 years, more migrants have illegally entered the UK than British service personnel were sent over to D-Day to retake the whole of Western Europe. Right. So what would you call that if it's not an invasion?
I wouldn't call it an invasion. I think the issue is, criminal damage to buses or to the RAF bases, voyeurism, sexual harassment. I would say those are genuine things that we can criticise, we can call out, and we should scrutinise. I think when you put those, as important as they are, next to them having a bit of a spliff and a drink in a base, I think you do delegitimise the argument. Genuinely, I do not think it's the same thing at all. It is really not that.
It's what they do when they've had both of those things.
I thought they wanted Sharia law. I thought this invasion was about Sharia law. Why are they drinking and smoking if it's about Sharia law?
I don't think anyone said it's about Sharia law.
Often the argument is that they're coming here, they're invading, and they're going to give us Sharia law. Why are they drinking and smoking?
You just brought that in because you've lost.
Well, no, I don't think I have at all.
Well, we do already have Sharia courts.
We have lots of religious courts in this
United Kingdom.
How many other religious courts do we have in this?
The point is,
tell me about the other religions that
you asked about Sharia courts. The point is, these people, if you had a government with a backbone, these people would not be here.
So
they should not be here when they arrive on this island. Well, I disagree with them. I actually am one of the few Conservative MPs who voted for them to go further on the Rwanda policy. No one would be happier than me to see these individuals sent out of the country to Rwanda. And it was the Labour Party. It was the Labour Party that reversed that. These people should not.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Next UK, your go-to for real stories and sharp analysis.